There comes a time when everything you once knew begins to fall apart, not because you're breaking down, but because you're breaking through. Carl Jung called it individuation, the slow, painful, and sacred birth of your true self. This is not a glow-up, not a morning routine, not a vision board fantasy. This is your soul's initiation, a descent into the underworld, so you can rise, rooted in who you are always meant to be. If you're here, chances are you're already feeling it. Let's explore the 15 signs you're not going crazy. You're entering a soul-level transformation. Let's begin. 1. The world starts to feel unreal. You look around and nothing feels right. The job, the friends, the roles you play, they feel like a costume, like you've been acting your whole life in someone else's play. You're waking up to the truth. Much of what you called normal was just your adaptation to survive. Now the mask is cracking, and the real you is trying to emerge. 2. You feel a deep fatigue, but it's not physical. No matter how much you sleep, your soul feels exhausted. You're tired of pretending, tired of performing, tired of running from yourself. This isn't laziness. It's a sacred pause. Your psyche is conserving energy for the greatest transformation of your life. 3. You begin withdrawing from the outer world. You stop craving validation. You stop chasing likes, status, attention. Not because you don't care, but because you're being called inward. Carl Jung taught that transformation always begins in solitude. The cocoon stage. You're not losing your spark. You're preparing to become something entirely new. 4. Old relationships start to dissolve. People you used to connect with now feel distant. Conversations feel shallow. The connection feels forced. This is painful but necessary. When your soul evolves, your energy shifts, and those who no longer resonate fall away. Not everyone is meant to walk with you through the fire of your becoming. 5. You feel like something is missing, but you can't explain it. There's a silent ache inside you, not for a person or a place, but for something more. You can't name it, but it's calling to you. This is the hunger of the self, the divine spark within you that knows you were made for more than survival. 6. You begin questioning everything you were taught. The beliefs you inherited from family, culture, religion suddenly feel wrong. You start seeing through them, the cracks in the story. Jung said the path to wholeness requires we dismantle the ego and rebuild our truths from within. This doubt isn't a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. 7. You experience intense emotional waves. One moment you feel peace, the next grief, then rage, then clarity. It's confusing, it's overwhelming, but it's healing. You're releasing years of suppressed emotion. What the mind forgot, the body remembered. And now, it's coming to the surface. Feel it, don't run. This is the purge before the rebirth. 8. You start to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. Suddenly, memories arise. Moments from childhood, lost dreams, forgotten passions. These aren't random. Your inner child is resurfacing, and with them the original blueprint of your soul. You're not becoming someone new. You're returning to someone ancient. 9. You're drawn to the shadow. You start to confront your darkness, not out of self-hate, but out of curiosity. The parts of you you've hidden, your jealousy, your rage, your shame, no longer scare you. You see them as wounded protectors, pieces of you that were exiled to survive. Jung called this the shadow, and meeting it is how you reclaim your wholeness. 10. You stop fearing loneliness. You start spending time alone, not out of depression, but devotion. You realize solitude is sacred. It's where you meet yourself, without the noise of the world. What once felt empty now feels like home. You're no longer afraid of your own company. You're learning to love your own soul. 11. Your intuition sharpens. You begin sensing things before they happen. You feel people's energy. You notice synchronicities. This isn't magic, it's memory. The memory of who you really are. Your soul has always known. Now, the static is clearing, and your inner compass is coming online. 12. You feel the death of your old identity. You no longer recognize yourself in the mirror. The labels you clung to, success, beauty, likability, feel meaningless. This is the ego dissolving, the false self unraveling. It's terrifying, but necessary. You can't be reborn until you're willing to let the old you die. 13. You start aligning with your true purpose. Even if you don't know the how, you begin sensing the why. You feel drawn to create, to serve, to speak, to heal. Your soul is whispering, remember why you came here. You're not here to play small. You're here to live a life only you can live. 14. You stop craving external validation. You no longer need applause. You no longer chase worth, because you're beginning to feel that you are enough, even in silence, even in stillness. This is the return to the self, the inner gold Jung spoke of, and it was never outside of you. It was always within. 15. You feel both terrified and liberated. One part of you is grieving, the other is celebrating. You're letting go. You're stepping into the unknown. You're walking through the fire. But for the first time, it feels like the right kind of fear. The kind that comes before a leap. The kind that says, this is what freedom feels like. So, if you're feeling lost, tired, broken, or reborn all at once, you're not alone. You're not losing your mind. You're shedding your skin. You're stepping into yourself. Carl Jung said, your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. This is your awakening. You're not the person you were. You're not yet who you will become. You are becoming. This is the in-between, the sacred chrysalis, the holy undoing before the rise. Breathe. Trust the process. You're entering the most powerful stage of your life, and your soul has been waiting for this moment. If this resonated with your spirit, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments which sign spoke to you the most. And remember, the transformation you fear is the doorway to the self you were born to become. Until next time, go inward, be brave, and become whole.